Lady Q just resubscribed for 38 months. Fiend Gas 38, that's almost a year. Manzello.
And there we go, I think. Yeah, there we go. There should be mic sound. I just have it muted for me. Okay, cool. Everything is working. Thank you, Lady QW, for subscribing for 38 months. Hello, Plumberry Muffin, and thank you for that lurk. I hope you enjoy your box, Lady QW. Hello, SNK Tarma. Nice to see everybody. I say nice to see everybody. I also, apologize. And I'm apologizing entirely because the game tonight is going to be Wizardry Scenario 2. This is the Knight of Diamonds. The best part of stream is waking up with Folgers in your cup. Wait,
Blumberry
what?
just resubscribed for 16 months. Anyway.
Thank you so much for the subscription, Blumberry. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your founder badge, which doesn't change ever. To a different color, and I do need to remember to give myself some new sub badges at some point, so I'll take a note of that. Okay, so here's the deal. Wizardry 1. I don't know if y'all remember this. This is true, Plumberry. We have definitely known each other for more than that. I'm gonna switch over to here. Wizardry. Big overview. This is a computer RPG game series, very popular in the 1980s, also popular in the 1990s as well. Got a lot of play over in Japan. There are ports for Nintendo consoles, stuff like that. So why scenario number 2? So Wizardry is a very D&D inspired CRPG. It is, I don't know if you remember, Lady QW was reminding me that I did a stream basically of just rolling characters. That was 4 years ago or something like that. Anyways, it's a very, let's say, era accurate view of D&D, in which case what you're doing is really focused on the battle elements. In the original, you were going into a kind of a dungeon cave section thing, to fight the wizard Wordna. In this, the story is a little bit different. So the gameplay itself isn't really different from Wizardry 1. And in fact, you can't start Wizardry 2 without importing a party from Wizardry 1. So the assumption of this game is that you have beat Wizardry 1 and you want more RPG adventuring. That's the assumption. We never beat Wizardry 1 on this stream because Wizardry is like gruelingly punishing in terms of how it plays as a game. And there aren't the same sort of like exploit mechanics that there were for some of the Ultimate games, which made those a little bit more sort of, let's say, short play feasible. So the last time we revisited Wizardry, we did that with a party that was pre-prepared. There was essentially there is a website where you can download save disks for this game. I'm just going to pop this in the chat. That is a save link to click on. If you would like to play Wizardry, honestly, just to save yourself the time of rolling a party that is reasonable, I recommend using some sort of save state editor or something like that to get that done. But let's, we are starting the Night of Diamonds. There's no plot in the game because like, this is like probably a single disc, I think, based on the disc images. So, you don't get a lot of text on a single floppy disk. So let's get into the story of this, because the story's, let's be honest, the best part of these games. Sad there's not more to them. I'm really looking forward to the more story-driven, like JRPGs that we will be getting into eventually. So the story of the Night of Diamonds. This is the second scenario for Wizardry. After the defeat of Werdna, Trebor sent his remaining army to clean out the rest of the maze. Oh, well, that's right. It was a maze. So Wizardry 1, you're going into a maze and then you come back out again, buy equipment, level up, whatever, go back into the maze, come back out again, slowly exploring more and more of the maze as you map it out. This is the fun of this stuff. Hello, Settle Down Beavis. Sadly, I haven't played with much Power BI or any, so hopefully somebody in chat can help you out with any Power BI questions. But I do know it exists. Yeah, Wizardry 1 anyways, maze. This is not going to be a maze, but it's going to be a maze because it's D&D. It's officially not D&D, but it's D&D. Oh, bashing your head against it all day. That is empathizable. I'll make that a word. So, plot of Wizardry. After the defeat of Werdna, Trebor sends out his army, clean out the rest of the maze. Upon the extermination of every monster, Trebor decided to make certain that Werdna, who is aided by the dark arts, would never be able to return. Attempting to use his amulet, much like Werdna did, Trebor was able to slightly alter the structure of the labyrinth below him. He ordered guards to forever patrol the passages of the dungeon to make sure that Werdna would not be able to return from the dead. So possessed that he become with the concept of Werdna's return, the Overlord soon drove himself to the point of suicide. Rumors say that his ghost still walks the levels of the maze below the castle looking for Werdna. With Trebor dead, the power of the city was once again divided between the High Council and the royal family. Hailed as heroes, your party was offered one of the highest honors in the kingdom. It's been about 2 years since the death of Trebor, and now another crisis has erupted. The city of Lilgamen has always been under the protection of a powerful artifact known as the Staff of Nilda. The staff surrounded the city with a magic field that protected it from evil. Anyone who wished harmful intent for the city of Lilgamen will find themselves unable to enter its gates, while those who wished it no harm could come and go as they pleased. This seemed to provide the perfect defense. However, there was a way around it. The staff could only stop evil from entering the city, but if evil was born within the city walls, the person was unaffected by the staff. Of course, it is known that Werdna was native to the kingdom, but little did anybody know that there was another dark soul born in the city walls. His name was Davolpus. Davolpus called upon the darkest of monsters, aided by the agents of evil. He stormed the castle and slew the royal family. Only Prince Alavac and his sister, Princess Margda, escaped. They knew there was only one hope of defeating Devalpus, and that was the staff itself. The staff of Nilda is located in the underground temple beneath the royal castle. So, not a maze, but we have a royal temple. It was placed there by the legendary hero known only as the Knight of Diamonds. In order to handle the staff, a person must be dressed from head to toe in the armor of that legendary knight. The armor is scattered throughout the temple and is heavily guarded. Entering the temple undetected, the prince was able to retrieve all of the armor and eventually the staff as well. Prepared for battle, the prince confronted Davalpus in an epic battle. As the prince landed the killing blow, Davalpus uttered a curse so powerful that the castle was reduced to rubble, leaving the temple of Nilda exposed. With a flash of light, both the prince and the body of Davalpus was gone. The staff was gone as well. On that day, the god Nilda spoke to the people of the city. I have found this city unworthy of my protection, and I have hidden my staff within the depths of my temple. If the staff is sought out and returned to my main chamber, I will once again place the city under my protection. This is the word of Nilda. News of this event spread across the kingdom. The city was vulnerable without the staff to protect it. Who could be powerful enough to enter the temple and bring the staff back? The High Council of Sages has turned to you. They remember the deeds of your past and implore you to help the city once again. If you are successful, you will be granted royal honors and riches beyond your imagination. So that is the setup for Wizardry Scenario 2. It's a pretty good setup. You know that you're probably going to need to find armor dotted throughout this city. That's fine. There's a variety of spells that you can do. Let's see, we have priest classes. There are mages. Pretty typical stuff in terms of how spells are dealt with. Anyways, there's various monsters, there's items. In terms of like various items. Anyways, we kind of know what we need to do from that. Basically that deal. So you start, you're going to get, you get different items when you transfer things. Nothing of the scenario stuff is anyways. So not much to do to win this game. This is from the walkthrough. The walkthrough is one paragraph, so let's just, throw that at the wall. At the end of each level, right before the stairs, you will fight one of KOD's items, the Knight of Diamonds item. Sometimes you'll need to do something special to get the items. In level 1, cast Malor. In level 2, answer Shield to a riddle. Mahaman's spell is useful for surviving these encounters. Once you have all 5 items, return to Nilda's temple at the middle of level 1 with 1 character and all 5 items. The answer to the riddle is the name of the game, the Knight of Diamonds. Okay, so we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. I'm just going to pull up the maps for this because, that seems fun. There's a bunch of teleports around. That seems terrifying. Yeah. Glad to know that Power BI is a clear improvement over using Excel. And I understand the frustration of Microsoft making assumptions about things. So, that was loud. Apologies. Wizardry Scenario 2. This is in DOSBox. DOSBox can handle these games just fine if you would like to play these games. Okay, so I'm just going to start the game. And I'm going to, since I have grabbed the Adventurers Party from the website that I linked to earlier, I'm just going to go to the Gilgamesh's Tavern and add my party. Again, this party not created by me, but we have Furatsu, Tatsumo, Ben, Starla, Lash, and Glenn. We're going to add them in that order. So we have a magician, I guess, Sam, Bishop, Ninja, Lord. We probably should maybe move people around, but I don't think that there's like lines on this, I think. Anyways, we're going to absolutely just give this a shot. So, I'm going to leave. Gilgamesh's Tavern is where you can do things like see gold and stuff like that. And if you go to the edge of the town, you can go to the maze. And that's all that we really need to do. We can inspect various characters. So I might want to inspect. This has the like Wand of Mages, the Amulet of Jewels. There's a lot that's a dealt with here. Oops, that's a nice click. Hello, I'm a little teapot. Be a temple of can, not a temple of can't. We'll see. Gloves of copper, amulet of jewels, helm, coin of power. I do like, I will say, of all the stuff in Wizardry, if I'm gonna like anything, I mean, first of all, if you really like D&D in the 80s, which is not my jam, I mean, it's probably not that bad a game, although, like, honestly, the rolling for decent stats is a huge issue. And again, I feel sorry for any child or adult who had nothing better to do than roll a character back in the day. And I'm so glad that we have technical ways around that these days. Let's check, no, I've already checked that, but I do really like, of things that I really like, the of in Amulet of Jewels, the coin of power. They're working with like a fixed width font here, and they've done some pretty cool stuff with it. So, I'm liking those touches. Let's look at Lash, Gloves of Copper. I'm assuming that this is not, let's leave the camp. Stairs up. We're not going to take the stairs. And I think I can turn off this. Yeah. So, this menu view. This is the overall view of things. I'm trying to figure out where the path to 2 would be. Oh, interesting. Okay, there are teleports. Oh, okay. So we'd need to find... That's the weirdest... The maps are a little bit weird, but that's fine. And we have to go through darkness, because of course we have to go through darkness. Why wouldn't we need to go through darkness? That's just fun. Okay, so we're going to just go through this and see what happens if we do encounter something. I'm just trying to figure out what that might look like. Okay, so there's nothing like particularly in here. Oh, there's a pit in here. I think we actually do want to go for the middle of things. There is an encounter here. We have surprised the monsters. There's 4 major daimyos. Furatsu is going to, I guess, fight. I think everybody's gonna fight. Oh, interesting. So I'm gonna say parry, parry, and parry. I think my order of my characters is poor, so I might have to rearrange that a little bit. So we're doing some damage here. Fight, fight, fight. Parry, parry, parry. Misses. This is not looking great. I'm doing some damage. And then they're doing some damage. So I'm hoping not to die on this first particular battle, but I have put my characters in the wrong. Oh, now I can use spells? Just keeping an eye on my on status and things like that. We'll just see what happens with just a standard fight. I think at this point, just pressing enter gets me my... Okay, so a nice thing, which I believe was in the first one, is that I'm going to be able to just press enter to quick play through some of these things. I got a chest. I'm going to open the chest. There was a gas bomb. We got a lot of poisoned. Okay, so while I'm here, let's just find out if there's like a poison. There is. Cures poisoning. So I'm going to go character. That is a priest spell. Do I have a priest? I do. 3. Can I inspect? Can I camp? Oh, I can reorder. 1 is going to be 1 to 6. 2 is going to be 5. 3 is going to be 3, 1, 2. Okay. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. But I don't know if there's a way to... because what I want to do is use a spell. I can't walk through walls. Okay. So this wall is... What's this wall? Hello, wall. How do I walk around you? Can't walk through walls. There's just like a cube in the middle of this maze. That's fine. There are some like teleporters and things like that that I can do things with. So that's good. I'm gonna try to check that out. Oh, because I would need a key to open those. I see. And I do not have... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I think this is the... As you enter, an eerie glow fills the room. With a bright flash, a towering apparition appears before you. Hear these, the words of Nilda. The city of Lilgamen, having shown its unworthiness, I choose to reclaim the symbols of my favor. Only here in my temple may one worthy enough regain those symbols in return. But woe to those undeserving who might try to obtain my staff. One must acquire the 5. These are the tests, and shall be the proof before me presented. The apparition slowly fades. So we sit here poisoned. But hey, we learned. So what I'm looking to do is have any understanding, which I no longer do, of which of these doors is supposed to get me somewhere. Oh boy, I have an encounter. That was the wrong door. A friendly group of champ samurai. Let's just leave these guys alone. We're already dealing with being poisoned. So that's not the right one. Okay. I'm trying to intuit from what I'm seeing. If that was a door to a door off of the side. Uh-oh. I don't even see that being an option. Oh, unless these are the teleporters. They are the teleporters. Okay. So I'm looking for something that isn't a teleporter, so it shouldn't take me to... I'm really hoping that that took me to 5, because the other option is 2. So if I go here and then I go here, no, that was 2. So that would have taken me to there. Okay. I think I can manage this. I think I want to go through here. Nope. I was close. Oh, because 4 and 1 also do that. Okay. So there's an encounter here, and we have werelions. Uh-oh. A werelion bites, and there's poisoning going on, and we have poisons. So Glenn is going to fight. Lash, who's a ninja, is still going to fight. Ben is going to fight. Thuratsu is a mage. And I am going to try to see if this is a mage spell. No, that's a priest spell that I'm looking for. So really, I have been in the wrong place. Can mages clear poison? Priests can. Just priests can? Okay. Oops. Parry. SAM. Let's try it. Spell name. Latumofis. I don't know that spell. Okay. That is because this character wouldn't know that spell. Okay, great. We'll parry and let's fight. So Glenn does pretty decently. So far we're not dead. Let's just see what happens. We're close to losing someone. We're gonna leave that chest alone. Camp. Inspect 3. Can I use a spell? Cast what spell? There we go. This is what I was hoping to do. Latumofis. Cast on whom? 1? Okay. Inspect. Number 3. Do a spell. Mophis on 2. Okay. Inspect Ben again. Spell Latumofis on 3. Inspect Ben again. Spell Latumofis on 4. Inspect Ben again. Spell Latumofis. And in this case, I believe only Starla is in need of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Ben and Satsumo. Reorder. We'll do 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 6. And see what that does. Hopefully something. Let's leave that. Turn off the party status again. We've reorganized ourselves another time. So let's, again, I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm going, but I think I have a fairly good idea now because I've gone in through here and there's a way to turn around. So I think if I go back out here and then down and then across. No, not that one. I think this one should be a path. Okay, good. So the annoying thing in here is we have darkness. I can't walk through walls. I can't walk through walls. Okay, so I might need some light. Let's see if we have a spell for that. Or an item for that. Is there anything like that? Item, light, lamp. Okay, so I might be able to use an item that casts a particular spell. What are the spells that give me darkness? Lomelia does light. Okay. So Milwa causes light. So I might want that. I just want to see if I have any items that can cast that for me. Staff of Light I might have. So let's go back to our party. On. Inspect. No, not inspect. I want camp. And then I want to see. Nothing interesting there. Do I have any? It's going to use which item? I don't have any items. Okay. Leave that. Equip. Leave. Equip. Oh, that's interesting that I can like read the spell books. And I don't have any, so that's fine. But that's really fine in general. Inspect 2. No. Okay. Leave. Inspect 3. Gloves of copper. What I'm looking for is something of light. Coin of power. Metal jewels, wand of mages. Not really what I'm looking for. Staff of light. Okay, let's use item 3. Done. I have light now, right? That I should have. Can't walk through walls. I am annoyed that that did not give me a view. So that is disappointing. Huh. Okay. Can I again intuit from the map I already know how to get out of this darkness? Can't walk through walls. 1, 2, 3. Can't walk through walls. Can't walk through walls there. Can't walk through walls. Can't walk through walls. And then can't walk through walls in 2. The heck did I get myself to? One, 2. And we have an encounter. Monster surprise us. A little old man runs away. We all got points. That's decent. I'm just annoyed. Okay, so I'm stuck somewhere where I can move 3 spaces. Nope. Oh, that gave us an encounter. 5 level 7 mages. Can we run from this, please? Yes. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, okay. I know sort of where I am now. Nope. There's an encounter. I would like to run. Okay. I think I've got this. Hello, Petulant Cobra. No, I don't got this. I'm in an alcove. Uh-oh. Well, I have an encounter at least. 5 warriors. Let's try to fight them. And see what happens. Oh, we've lost Glenn. This is bad. Some people survived. We're still stuck in the darkness. I'm just going to try to cast a light spell again. Camp, inspect. Who might still have some sort of light spell? Spells. Very, very annoyed that the spell did not work. So any priest might still have this. My priest is dead. That's an issue. I hope you have a night of recovery, Plumberry. This game is giving me a headache, which is weird because normally that's just normally that's not an issue. Okay, so very much a bit of an issue right now. Can ninjas cast things? No. Okay. Can Tatsumo cast things? No, not usefully. I thought I still had the Wand of Light. Do I not? Staff of Light. Use the Staff of Light. Done. How is this not giving me light? And now I'm stuck again at my like back and forth repetition. Oh my gosh, darkness is not fun. Oh. Very funny. Okay. No. Dark are confusing. Maybe it didn't. Okay. There we go. The armor you seek to bring to the fray lies 4 steps away, 4 steps ahead, but 3 steps away. Right. Okay. So at least we have some sort of like fun little riddle thing going on. That's fun. So the fun that you get into this, if I go here and then I go here, I'm basically in a loop where I'm always going to the wrong place because I'm in a teleport loop. So the square that's like in front is teleporting me back a square every single time I do this. So we found the riddle. Is there a teleport spell? That would be really helpful. Move. Teleport. Oh, definitely do not want to do a random teleport. That sounds awful. Um, Lowers an armor class. This feels like it's probably a mage spell. Or not. Let's see. If I cast it in a camp, I can decide exactly where I want to go. Okay, so if I cast this, inspect, so I need Malor as the spell that I'm going to cast, which is a level 7 mage spell. Jeez, what they expect you to have. Anyways, I'm going to choose this guy. I'm going to go spell. I'm going to say Malor. And I want to travel east, north, and up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me think about this map then. I am there, so I want to go to east. I believe. Okay. Okay. There's an encounter here. We surprised the magic armor. Awesome. Let's fight the magic armor. I don't understand what we're doing. Why is the magic like, okay. So I do sort of understand what we're doing. This is a really interesting way of doing, because we can't just like take the armor. Anyways, is there a spell for capturing armor? Well, let's just keep running through this. Because the magic armor is doing a pretty bad job of things. I mean, it's not doing the worst job of things. But how many, like, hit points does magic armor have? Because that's ridiculous. Okay, that's not even in the list of items. So, I don't know. And I don't understand why the magic armor choose you. Anyways, the magic armor seems pretty bad at this. Let's see. I'm just going to see if there's anything about how we're supposed to get this magic armor. Hit points. It has a lot of hit points. My gosh. What the heck? Okay, so this is a dumb enchanted armor. I dislike it. Getting started. We have character levels. I'm just looking at a slightly different walkthrough to see what the heck. Specific strategies, unlocking after you've done the thing. We don't really need the Kobold King, I don't think. Okay. This time. I'm so confused. Battle the armor. Yeah. We're battling the armor. Oh, okay. We just battle the armor. So, this is fun. We're just going to keep going through this. Hopefully not dying. Like, we're slightly hitting the magic armor. I wouldn't really recommend this strategy, and I don't really like that my mouse popped into view. That's annoying. I do think we're going to lose much of the party on this. Is everyone fighting? Yes. I guess it makes sense that the magic armor would have a lot of like defense. So I'm not really doing a lot of good. So what I'm sort of understanding here is that I don't really have what I need to destroy the magic armor. And thus what's going to happen is that my party is going to... And it's worth like seeing this because I'm assuming it will happen. I'm assuming that we will get to the point where Tetsumo dies. It'd be crazy. Oh my gosh. We actually got the armor. That's nuts. I did not expect that. Let's go down some stairs. We have a good amount of like, we're going to die. But like, we've now known what it is like to win a fight against some armor. This is what I mean when I say like, so like there's a whole puzzle to get this armor, and then what the game does in traditional like D&D of the 80s style is for some reason it's a battle encounter even though you solved a cool puzzle to do it. Like to me, that's kind of a jerk move. And like part of the reason behind that, and I understand this from a game design perspective. So the armor is going to be in the same location every single time, right? So if you know the coordinates on the map, you can just go down the stairs, transport to where the armor is, and get the armor if you're playing this a second time. So it would really hurt replayability if you could just go and teleport to the armor, get the armor. Regardless, I still think it's unfair to have 250 plus randomly 50 more health. I could probably make better use of spells to make that fight go better. I'm not super happy with this game, as I've said. But let's take a look at the level 2 maps and see. I'm trying to get to place. Okay. Can I do this without... I think... there's an encounter. Friendly group of blade bears. Let's just leave those friendly people there. What I'm going to try to do is get to the next... We have insects. I guess I'm going to fight. I guess I'm going to run. I guess I'm going to run. That's another encounter. Where amoebas? Run? I don't know why that is there. Okay, because I haven't gotten through this door? Is that the issue? It's because I'm running backwards. There is always an encounter at this door. Okay. 1. Let's see if we can do it. We have 13 hit points left. And we died. So, with the armor, which means that the armor is now at the party on level 2 of the map. So that's basically a quick run through on how Wizardry 2 kind of works its way through. Yeah, it's a little bit on the punishing side. It's a little bit annoying. Basically, at the end of all of this, you get greeted by a text message. Just so you know how the story ends, in case you were like worried about that for some reason. At the end of it, you get a nice congratulatory message that says you've retrieved the staff of Nilda and the city is again safe from the evils of war. As a token of our gratitude, we bestow upon you the highest honor. It is our power to present the Mark of Nilda. Of course, we realize that you were aided by other brave and noble warriors. To these we bestow the order of Knight of the City. And then you press enter to select your knights, and you can award that order to the other people that helped you along your quest. Very nice. And then you can move on to Wizardry Scenario 3 eventually, which again is something that exists, but that exists later. So, I am going to call this a particular level of done. Let me just pop one more thing into the world of this because, well, we're experimenting with this fun game, super fun game that we call Wizardry. There was something also equally as fun in the realm of 2600 games. So I think we should pop over to one of those for a second. Let me just, nope, wrong button. That button. Ooh, I made the game all hiding the fact of what's going on my computer. Closing DOSBox. Let's close out of the browser and let's open up something like this. And then pop over to here and F2. There we go. Mumbo jumbo. Okay. So we're at Barking Lizards. We're going to get some Activision fun going on in here because Activision was doing something. And I'm going to mark this as, I'm just going to mark Wizardry as I'm stuck on it again because I'm not going to keep playing that. It's a game. It exists. The game and it exists. So what we're going to move over to right now is not a game, but it's included in this collection for some reason. Let's load the save game. Okay, so along the lines of things, how does this even show up? Is this called what I think it's called? I think it is not. Oh, no, it is. Okay, so Activision liked to show off what they could do with the 2600. This is a tech demo. Now, if the demo scene in the like 80s is something that you followed because you were amazed at what they could like get out of a thing, this has a manual. Okay, so let's get a story out of this manual. The Venetian Blind card is a working 2600 demo that shows a landscape at a sunset outside a window, covered by a fully operational Venetian Blind, one that moves up and down under joystick control. Here's how it came about. When Atari sued Activision, they laid claim to certain proprietary techniques. One technique for which they claimed ownership was first used by Bob Whitehead in the display code of the Atari chess cartridge. This method moved the display objects back and forth every scan line to allow the game to display more objects. On the chess pieces, for example, Bob showed the odd pixel row of the odd numbered columns of pieces and the even pixel row of the even numbered columns. We called this the Venetian blind technique since it made the pieces look like they were being viewed through a Venetian blind. One day at the lab, Activision, while the lawsuit was in full swing, Bob and I collaborated on a practical joke. We made a display showing an architecturally accurate window with a view of a grassy hill at sunset. We covered it with a Venetian blind effect that animated up and down, complete with the stacking up of slots as they were gathered up by the blind mechanism. We took it to CES and showed it to a few people who were privy to the lawsuit, asking, is this what Atari means by the Venetian blind technique? The joke was on us in one respect when we realized that we had made public our latest innovation, the background sunset, when we showed it to our competitors. Several games in the lab were using this new idea, but they had not yet been published. As it turned out, nobody picked up on our slip, and nobody beat us to market with the sunset. So, this is a little bit of a fun tech demo. And here we go. This is Venetian blinds for the 2600. It's amazing. Let's slowly open up these Venetian blinds. You can see them gathering as if there is something going on there. And there is the beautiful sunset that we have here. Delightful. The blinds, very accurately to like most Venetian blinds. I actually have Venetian blinds in my room right now. They don't go all up all the way properly. So yeah, that's a thing. But this is like, you know, in terms of a tech demo, this is pretty nice. It exists at least. Yeah. That's a thing. So David Crane would be... Oh yeah, he did, I mean, Pitfall, but also some fun things like a couple of the Simpsons games, amongst other things. So they are going up at the same rate on the left and the right sides. It can't be real. You're right. And that, I mean, to be fair, is a technical limitation of the 2600. So, but there you have it. That's the Venetian blinds demo. That, I think, in terms of the stream room overheating and the fact that I'm just like done with games because Wizardry 2 saps my soul, is going to be it for tonight. So I'm just going to pop over and see if we can send you to somebody playing a real game for the rest of your evening's entertainment. Oh my gosh, my headphones are loud. Very loud. Okay, so let's pop you over. Ooh. So many people are streaming. Let's go over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. Wizardry, honestly, is like, I am hoping that Wizardry 6, 7. I have Wizardry games because I have Wizardry 7. I got Wizardry 7 first. Anyways, it exists. So, anyways, what we're going to do in reality is we're going to raid Metroid Crime, who is playing a game that looks much more fun than this, which is Balatro. Looks like some sort of card game thing. That looks fun. More fun than Wizardry. So, and maybe even more fun than Venetian blinds. Although Venetian blinds in real life are pretty fantastic. So, let's just go for a raid there of Metroid Crime. The raid message, blah, 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 blah. If you're a subscriber or if you're not, you can still spread love and not trash. Although I apologize, I didn't follow that today. I spread some trash into the Streamverse with this game. And next week, there will be probably more Atari games, but fun games that are actually fun. It looks like even things like maybe some Plaque Attack for the 2600, possibly, probably not Sword Quest Fire World, because I respect myself more than playing the Sword Quest games more than once. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great night. I'm going to pop over to my, closing screen, and everybody say hi to Metroid. She's great. So yeah, I hope you have a great night, everybody. Bye.